Greetings, my name is Mrs. Smith, and I will be your professor for English 1101 this B term for fall semester 2020. I'm really excited to get to know you, and I'm excited to learn about you through your writing. This first essay is going to be our narrative, and I think it's going to be the most fun for you to write. I really do. Now, we only have 8 weeks to get through the course, so we've got to kind of push things together, but I know we can do it. It's happened before, it'll happen again, and you will come out awesome because of it. So when you get into Blackboard on the 12th, when your class opens, you're going to see that there are little tabs on the side. If you've never worked in Blackboard, this is basically how it's going to look, your course. Over here on the left-hand side, you'll have homepage, announcements, syllabus, textbook, modules, but we all know what we're interested in, right? So go to the modules. And right here, your first folder that you're going to see is the essay submission location. Every time that we do some kind of an essay, since it is the most important part of this course, I made a folder for all of them to go there simply because it is very, very irritating to try to find where each one of those essays goes in what module when we really get into the course. So I made one folder, go there, done. But the first thing I want you to click on is Module 1 Start here. So once this opens, you're going to see something called a weekly checklist. I did put another link to your textbook here in case you weren't sure about this. And you have Monday. So if you click on weekly checklist, and please bear with my internet. Pause for dramatic effect. While this is downloading, basically it is a checklist that you can look at every single week. It, like it says, it should download automatically, but it will go into your computer so you can download it, print it, whatever you want to do. And it basically gives you, if you want to know with the whole week in advance, it's Monday, Wednesday, Friday, what's due, what's, what you can work on ahead of time, that kind of thing. Almost everything you can get done in advance. The only things that are going to be sort of, you have to wait until here to do them, it will be quizzes and things like that. So if you look, this is just, once it downloaded, this is what it'll look like. No, I do not, sorry. It'll have week 1. It'll tell you the dates. So Monday, here's what we're doing. Wednesday, Friday, pretty simple. All right, and note, this no-show assignment, I'm going to try to quickly go over here before this video ends, so bear with me. So once you are in these modules and you see kind of what you're supposed to do, the checklist, I'm also going to break it down by Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Now, there may not be very much that is in those folders. It just kind of depends. But for Monday, this shows your no-show assignment, intro assignments. So these assignments are required for us to know, yes, you're supposed to be in the class, you're supposed to be involved in the class, and you want to be involved in the class. So this is due Wednesday by midnight. That is something that we have to do. It should not be that difficult, but just so you know, it says no-show assignment example. So I've given you an example, and again, downloading. And I'm going to walk you through this very quickly. So all you're going to do is you can even take this. I'm sorry, I have a new desktop and it tries to do things. Basically, all you're going to do is you can even take this, you can copy paste it, you can make a new document from it. I have no problem with that. But this is basic MLA format. Now, I will tell you that we will be using APA for your essays this semester. That's mainly because I know it's a widespread use and you'll get more out of it. But for this, I don't want you to have a title page. I think that's too much. So we're going to simply put it in this quick MLA header. So you put first name, your last name, and the number 1 goes over here. Again, if you want to make a copy of this, download it, whatever you got to do, but it is just insert page number and you add your name. So my name, Mrs. Smith, English 1101, the course, whatever the due date is, as I just put 12 October because of when the class started, but whatever the due date is, the 14th is fine. The title is No Show Assignment. I want you to give me 3 interesting facts about you. Yes, I know this is a really lame icebreaker, but I only have 8 weeks to get to know you. So this can be anything. It doesn't have to be two truths and a lie or whatever. It's just three interesting things about you. I have gotten to know my students faster through that in these 8-week sessions than anything. And I thought you'd appreciate doing that as opposed to an introductory video like I am. So then I want you to make a T-chart, just strengths in your writing and weaknesses in your writing. That is your personal opinion. That's what you think it is. Then I want you to give me one sentence underneath that that is your biggest fear for this class. So I said, my biggest fear for this class is being able to turn in the assignments on time. Could be that, could be something else, whatever you want it to be. Then you're going to write an introductory paragraph. Now, this is kind of the most difficult, sort of. The challenge is I want you to just write an introductory paragraph, just a paragraph long, using everything, strengths of my writing, weaknesses of my writing, and biggest fear, all of those things, as if I were asking you to write an essay about it. But I just want the introduction. How would you introduce an essay that was about your strengths and your weaknesses and your fear? That's what I want to see. It is going to challenge you a little bit, but it's honestly probably the hardest thing you're going to do this semester other than the research paper. So I like to start out on a foot where to show you how you can do things and how you can make it best work for you. So do that, get that done. Real quick, I will tell you just very briefly a little bit about myself. I am married and have a wonderful little girl. Her name is Harper. She was born at the end of February. She is my first child. She's almost 8 months old. And of course, she was born in the middle of this pandemic, so it has been pretty crazy. My husband is currently getting his PhD in history, which I think is really cool. I teach for Calhoun High School as a high school teacher, but I also teach for their dual enrollment program. I teach, of course, for GNTC for courses like this and others. And I also teach for Ron Hart University in their education, their School of Education program. So I do a lot of things. I have a lot of fun with it. I'm a drama assistant. Before I got to Calhoun, I was the drama director for many, many years in my other district. So it is a blessing and a great opportunity to get to do those things. I was in the United States military, specifically, I was in the Army, and really enjoyed that. So if you ever have any questions about that, you can also reach out to me about that as well. I have no problem with that. But I hope that this week is not too daunting for you. I'll try to keep everything as spaced out as possible so that even though it's 8 weeks, that we get in what we need to get in and that you are better for it and the work isn't just overloading. So I hope that you have a great week. Please reach out to me if you have any questions. I will try to answer my email as quickly as possible. I know you can find it on here, but it is no, I'm sorry. They switched it. J Smith at gntc.edu. Um, if you have any questions, try to reach me there, but you can just go over here in your student view and you can send them an email as well from there. So I will see you either way. I look forward to getting to know all of you and I hope you have a great week.